back to the Welsh Rugby Show, and it's a good week to be Welsh. A victory over the Scots down in Cardiff, 21 points to 10, tries from George North and Jonathan Davis. It was a good afternoon to be Welsh. And I was at the match and I vlogged the match, so check that out. It's linked in the description down below and in the I button as well. And if you do enjoy this show, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 100 subscribers before the end of the year, and with your help, we can do it. It's free to do. It means you'll never miss an upload here on Welsh Rugby, so do subscribe. So what are my thoughts about the match? Of course, it's only now just a day after the match. First of all, I thought the first few minutes were very cagey. I thought there was a lot of kicking, and I think both teams were trying to work each other out. One player I was a bit annoyed about not really getting much ball was Luke Morgan. He hardly touched the ball. When he did, he looked like he was trying to go for some little runs. But I thought we started pretty brightly, and I honestly thought when George North went in the corner, I thought he'd scored, but clearly the TMO showed that it was not a try, and you have to accept that he was clearly out. But we have to address one thing about Gareth Anscombe. Why in the world was he kicking so much? He was kicking and kicking and kicking and kicking every time he got the ball, except for the time when he passed it to Jonathan Davis to score a try. It seemed like he was kicking. And with the ball in hand, he is so dangerous. So I don't know if he was scared to go into the contact area. I wouldn't think that. He's a professional rugby player. Or if he was worried that he was going to get the ball ripped. I don't know what it was. But he seemed to kick a lot throughout the match. One thing that's got to be praised is our defence. In that second half, we were under intense pressure from the Scottish pack throughout probably about 20 minutes of that second half. Scotland were attacking our side of the pitch, and so I could see the defence in a lot more scrutiny and a lot more detail. Again, that is on the match vlog, so do check that out. But we were defended really, really well, I thought. I thought Tipperick put in a massive shift, and I think he deserved to get the Man of the Match award. So what does this mean going forward? So next we take on the Aussies, and it's going to be an interesting match, I think. Australia, of course, have been struggling in past few weeks, but they are still a quality side, and I think they are our bogey team. I think we struggle against Australia. I don't think we've beaten them in over 10 years in Cardiff, and I think that this Australian team will know that. They'll be confident about coming to Cardiff, even with their recent form. They'll be confident that they can come and get a result against us. Would I make any changes to the team? We have the likes of Liam Williams back. We have the likes of Biggar back. We have a few others coming back. Would I put Biggar at 10? That's the question. I personally felt Anscombe did okay. The kicking is an issue for me. I didn't like that. It's just not my style. I don't like that from a fly-off who kicks too much unless you're tactically kicking. There's a lot of times you just kick it up the middle of the pitch and no tactical thought behind it at all. You just thought, let's just kick this. While Hastings was doing some really nice little kicks for Scotland in that match, getting them in the corner. I personally would like to see Biggar start at 10. And Anscombe on the bench. Possibly bring Anscombe on at fullback, I don't know. But I think his experience of international rugby, his lack of it, showed a little bit against Scotland. Against Australia, it's going to be a bit more physical. It's going to be harder, I believe. So I would start Biggar. Would I make any other changes? Maybe put Liam Williams on the wing instead of Luke Morgan. I was surprised, very surprised, that he got the nod ahead of Steph Evans. Very surprised. And he didn't do anything wrong, but he just didn't get the ball enough. He didn't get involved in the game at all. He didn't really go looking for the ball. You can understand it's his first cap, but if he'd have done a little bit more effort to go for the ball and look for it, maybe I'd pick him for next week. But yeah, just Liam Williams and Biggar in. I'm very happy with the rest of the side. Our defence was incredible, as I said, throughout the match. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments. How did you assess our performance? Did you think we played well? What can we improve on? Any team changes for next week? Make sure to let me know down in the comments down below. How did the 4 Welsh regions do this weekend? We can't forget about them. It was a tough weekend for most of the Welsh sides. First of all, Scarlets lost up in Edinburgh 31-21, and the lack of internationals was clear to see down up in Scotland. Ospreys then lost at home 20 points to 29. That means Glasgow stays top and Ospreys stay second. And then Dragons lost away in Connacht at 33 points to 12. But the Blues, 37 points still against Zebra, but the score doesn't really matter that much. It's about Gethin Jenkins. What a legend he has been for not just the Cardiff Blues over the years, but for Wales as well. An absolute legend, a great gentleman as well, a fantastic player on the pitch. He will be sorely missed in Welsh rugby. At the age of 37, maybe he's making the right decision, but we will miss him. We will miss that time in 2004 when he was in the side and we won the Grand Slam, and in 2008 as well. We will definitely miss him. But there you go, that's the Welsh Rugby Show for this week. If you have enjoyed, do subscribe. It's free to do. We're trying to hit 100 subs before the end of the year, so do subscribe and hit that notifications button so you do not miss an upload. Like the video, and again, let me know in the comments your thoughts on the performance of Wales and looking ahead to Australia next weekend. Thank you very much for watching. Take it easy. Peace.